Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Paula and in today's video we're gonna talk about some fun bags. I have been looking at all the handbags I own and I feel like they could all be considered quite safe choices, maybe even very practical. And don't get me wrong, those are probably the reasons why I love them so much, why I'm able to use them so much, and I just they are really great. I love the kind of practicality of crossbody and the fact that you can fit a lot of things in them, or the fact that I'm able to truly carry everything I need, which is really not that much, but still, like, I've managed to choose bags that are just easy to use in general. And those bags that haven't come with a crossbody strap or whatever, I've managed to figure that out and maybe purchase a separate one or something like that. But I do think that something that really kind of combines all of them is the fact that they could be kind of considered very practical bags. And for many months now, I have had a playing thought in my mind that I would want to have, let's say, one bag that I wouldn't consider a practical choice. That it would just be something that I would enjoy wearing because I just want it so much, and that I wouldn't really overthink of the point that can I wear it every day and does it work with my crossbody needs, or is the color maybe too delicate or something like that I know I wouldn't use on a daily basis. That wouldn't be that type of bag. But whenever I would wear it, I would kind of feel not maybe playful, but still by confident choice, I could actually have something that by default would not be considered super practical. And in this case, I do realize this is very subjective because some of my bags people might not consider practical. I have quite many taupe beige light colored bags which might be prone to color transfer, although I don't know if I've been lucky or what's the case here, but I don't baby my light colored bags and they don't have color transfer, even though I've worn them with black coats and such. Maybe I've just been very lucky, but I do know that some people would consider those already a bit like fun bags because they are light. And so on. But in this case, I'm after something maybe a bit more delicate leather, or the shape would not be super everyday, super practical. I don't know. And this has been cooking in my head for many months, as I said, and there is actually one particular brand that has been lurking rent-free in my head for a year, 2 years, I don't know, and I can't seem to get over it, and I just get back to that same brand. And the brand is Bottega Veneta, and I don't know if others would consider that brand to be this type of fun bag, not so practical bag brand, but for me, the models that I'm interested in would definitely be considered as not practical bags. The problem that I have with Bottega is that I feel that the price point is quite high, and but every time when I touch their bags, the Impractical leather and everything, I'm so drawn. And my best results with handbag stickiness so far has been when I have actually thought about the purchase over 6 months, probably closer to a year, maybe even more. And when I've actually then managed to get it, that has been a long-term thing. if it is, let's say, if I have just like on a whim, on an impulse, purchased something pre-owned very quickly, I might be excited for a while, but I might also get over it pretty quickly. So for me, the track record is best when I actually plan my purchases. Wonder why? Like, how can that be? Yeah, but with Bottega, I feel like that has been like stuck on my head for so many years now that I am getting very confident with the brand to the point where it actually probably could work for me. And once I actually got over the fact that it doesn't need to be an everyday bag, it doesn't need to be the most practical one. I have a closet full with practical bags. I could have one that would not be practical, if you kind of get what I mean here. I have already made a few videos of the mini Jody and how that has been like the drawn of my attention. But I have actually, within the recent months or so, started looking a bit aside of the mini Jody. If I can find it from the pre-owned with an amazing price, I might have considered it. But I actually have a few that I might be drawn a bit more to. And I'm really looking into this as we are approaching the summer season, because that's when I feel like I have the most liberty to wear fun bags. So that's kind of something that I'm now really thinking about. Maybe this summer. I have a birthday in July. Let's see how that goes. But I have 3 bags in my mind that I want to talk with you about in this video. And one of them is not the mini Jody. That might be like the bonus number 4. But there is actually 3 bags that I've been looking, and now I'm trying to like figure out what would be the best for this type of like fun bag situation. If you own any of these, if you have owned any of these, or if you have any type of opinion of these, I'm super curious to hear. So please let me know in the comments. But let's start with the first one, which has been going in and out of my head ever since I saw it. And it is the mini pouch bag, which comes with the crossbody strap that you can adjust by making the knots into it and then making it longer or shorter and so on. The bigger sized pouch, which doesn't come with any type of strap, or then the one that comes with the chain, that's too big for my needs to begin with, and then the price point goes up, like, just that's a no for me. But also, I mean, we're talking about not so practical bags, like fun bags, and I'm still thinking that if it would be this particular model, I would definitely want it with the crossbody strap, which would make it more versatile to have it with it, like hanging here, or then without. And I'm very drawn to the color white, or is it called chalk with Bottega? I'm not entirely certain, but like this pouch in the white color is something I'm looking at. But I would be also interested in the almond or like the light beige. What is wrong with me? Like, I know that I'm after a fun bag, but I also know myself that a very bright color, I would not be drawn to it. So maybe this is like my middle ground of having a bit of like impractical bag, but still in a colorway that I'm very drawn to. So don't be surprised if this is the colorway you're gonna hear me talking about with the other 2 bags as well. Cause yeah, I might be looking for a fun bag, but I'm just very lame and boring when it comes to color choices. But yeah, so this has been like, I've been thinking about it and I've been watching a ton of videos, and it's kind of a mixed signal here with the bag. Others say that it's really great to use, and others are just like, it's kind of impractical, and so I don't know, but still, like, I'm really drawn to this, and I see this pop up quite a lot on the pre-owned sites with quite good price points. So this would definitely be a bag I would not purchase new, because the price for new in my eyes is just too much for this bag itself. But I would say this is number one, and this has been the longest on this kind of interest list, in addition to the mini Jodie. But yeah, so that's the first one. The second one is also more on the crossbody side, and it is the mini loop bag, which is a camera bag in my eyes. Like, it's the shape, it has a zipper on top and so on. And after my not so successful love story with the Saint Laurent Lou camera bag, I've been out of a camera bag, and for a longest time I thought that I need to have a camera bag because it's so practical and blah blah. But before the Saint Laurent, I didn't own a camera bag, and after that it hasn't been like the biggest hole in my collection that has been missing, but it's still in my mind that I know that that would be a really easy bag model to use. And if it would be in this Impractical leather, oh, I think this is beautiful. It's just so stunning. There is so many colors to choose from. I have, for some reason, mainly been seeing this in black, that people kind of enjoy that color. I don't know, black, that's not the first thing I'm envisioning with this one. There's also the white one, and then the other lovely light brown beige shades that Bottega has. But this is definitely the next on my list. And by the way, these are not in any order, it's just the order I'm telling them to you. And I feel like out of all of these three, this is the most practical out of all, which I don't know if that's one like big reason why I maybe pushed a bit on that, which is a bit funny because I'm looking for a non-practical bag. Like, that's not the first criteria, and yet my mind goes like, this could actually be really get a lot of use because of the shape and all. But I think this is beautiful. It also has the knots on the sides where you can, I think, adjust a bit on the height of the strap, but this doesn't have as long of a strap as the pouch has. Don't know how it would look in my longer body frame. That probably needs to be tested somehow. And I think the price point on this is quite decent for a Bottega bag, I mean. So I could actually even consider buying it new, because I have been looking on the pre-owned. There are not that many popping up, and the colors are maybe not the ones that I'm truly after, so we'll see. But yeah, this is just, it's beautiful. I've been looking on YouTube for video reviews. There's not that many. There are some, but there's not that many of this bag, which is a shame though. But this is just, yeah, I really, really am drawn to this. The pouch, I feel like, is more of a fun bag. For me, that would even be a more irresponsible choice because of the shape. And in some cases, I do feel like that it looks better alone, sitting on a desk or something, than on someone. And this might be something I need to like still adjust in my mind. Testing out would be a good solution here as well. But yeah, maybe let's now move on from the mini loop bag to the third one. This is a quite funny one. A few years back, I already made a video of did Bottega kind of fix the challenges with the mini Jodie by bringing in the turn bag. And somehow that has kind of creeped back in. When I filmed that video, I felt that the kind of draw of the attention was the Jodie's knot on the top handle, which the turn pouch does not have. But maybe this is like the biggest influence of them all. But I love to watch this channel called Thanks to Fashion. Her style, in my subjective opinion, it's what I'm drawn to. She wears the clothes so well. She has a really lovely eye for just kind of combining fabrics and shapes and like everything. And that also goes to her choice of bags. But in particularly, the turn pouch had been like on my mind back and forth. And then I watched her style the bag in one of her videos. And I'm hooked now. Like, I feel this is a great alternative for the mini Jodie, which has been stuck in my mind for God knows how long. But it does not have the price point. There is a bit more versatility with moving like the ball on the shoulder strap to the point where it's possible to carry on the shoulder. And this would kind of combine the play that I've been going on in my head of having like a purely shoulder bag, because that's also something I'm interested in to seeing how it is. But this would have like different ways of wearing it, but I love it the most when the ball is a bit like pushed down and then it becomes this like beautiful shape where it slouches in the middle. This is like, this would be the epitome of a fun bag for me, I feel like. But then this is like, the price point is the same as with the mini loop. So then my head is, if the mini loop would probably be a bit more like everyday in a way that I could use it more, would that be more justifiable for the price? And I'm kind of annoyed with myself that I go to that like loop of practicalityness when I have so many practical bags already and so on. But this is just something I'm itching for, and I feel like I am ready. I'm ready to take the step of something that the functionality is not to be practical. That's just how it is right now. The funny thing is though, that even though the turn pouch has been around for a few years already, it is really difficult to get a hold of the smaller size. It comes in 2 sizes. So the smaller size of it, on Bottega's own website, yes. But during the past weeks or so, every time I go in there, they have less and less colors available. So I don't know what's happening with this, but I would be also interested in this in the more like lighter colors. But currently it seems to be available only in black and the green, the parakeet, or what's the color name called for Bottega. So I don't know, but definitely this is just like, this is stuck in my head, and probably it will come down to the mini loop or the turn pouch, unless I manage to go to a Bottega store, try them all on, and really kind of make a decision there, what's the best one, and then see if it will be pre-owned or new from the boutique. With the pouch, I know it will be pre-owned for sure. I will not pay that type of money for it new. But yeah, this is just where I am now. I've wanted a Bottega bag for a very long time, but because I've been very indecisive on what I really want, I mean, I'm not gonna put my money on that. I need to be certain. And now I feel like we are getting to the point where I know what I want, and I'm ready. Like this, I feel like this was really compliment on what I own already. And I would also kind of have a bit fun with fashion and not be so serious about practicalness and so on. It's okay to also have something that is just not only like the most practical things. So yeah, I think this is where I am right now. I didn't really want to touch base in this video of why I kind of let go of the mini Jodie. If that would be something you're interested to hear more, I can make a video, but I just don't know if that would be interesting. So just let me know, because I know I have talked about the bag for quite a long time and made a few videos as well of me lusting over it, and then suddenly something has happened. But I don't really know if on a single bag if that would be that interesting. So yeah, I thought not to cover it here. What do you think? Am I just like completely nuts by even playing with the thought of actually going for a bag that I already know would not be the most practical one or the most like used one. Let me know. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.